Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Breachers VRML casting. Today we have two new teams, and these two teams are Pure NA, and we also have Suits. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Wait, how do you spell their... Wait, is it Suits or... Did I spell that right in the... I hope I spelled that right in the thing. Okay, Suits NA, Suits EXE actually. I'm tripping. Okay, Suits EXE, and we have Pure NA. This is a scrim, this is not an actual match, and before we get into this, make sure you guys like the stream and follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will be getting into a lot more of these scrims and league matches. I'm excited for this one today. I'm really hoping we have a close game. Just waiting for these players to get into the lobby, and then we will be good to go. I hope everyone is doing well today. I hope we're all having a good day. I know I certainly am. And also, happy Easter. Tomorrow is Easter. I hope everyone gets a lot of candy and has a good family time. But anyways, getting into these two teams, I actually know a couple of the people on these teams. All of the people on Pure, I actually know all these people. Like, I've played against them. I've played against Starly, Nova, Iced Over. Definitely some good players. And I've also seen Cryptic and Solar before. I have not seen Spooderman or Tashi Rin. So I'm hoping these are some good players and we get a good cast going. And Cybermilk's here. I know Cybermilk. He is also a good player. Oh, what is going on with my camera? Okay. Alright, let me check out my buttons, make sure everything's working. Wait. Who's this? Okay. Should be good. We're just waiting for one more player, it seems like, on Pure NA, and then we will be ready to start. I wonder what the first map is going to be. I wish I had my co-cast Scorch here. That is the homie. I wish he was here to cast this with me, but, you know, he hates me, so I am by myself for today. Just waiting on one more player. I wonder who's going to be joining for this Pure NA team. If you are just now joining, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the stream. We will be, I'm going to try to be doing daily casts. I'm going to try to pick up as many games as I can because I really enjoy this. I think it gives good perspective on how teams play, and it's really fun to commentate and see these players go at it from an outside view. It's very interesting, but I really enjoy it. Solar getting some basketball shots up. That was a brick. See it. Alright, where? Why can't I spectate him? Okay, let's see the shot from Solar past half court, and he breaks it! Off the left side of the rim, bounces to the right, shoots another half court shot the other way, but is taken away by Spooderman. He's running around the court. That is a travel if I've ever seen one. He's traveling, and he can't dribble. He throws it between his legs, and it goes out of bounds on the other side of the court. Unfortunate dribbling. Solar shoots it backwards. That was crazy. Does not hit the shot, though. We're out here commentating basketball. Alright, let's go check out the bar. See what we got going on down here. The border. Let's check out some of these pictures. Some of these are actually pretty cool. These are probably just AI generated, if I had to guess. This one's actually really pretty. It's like split in half. Like an island, and then I don't know if those are waves. Is this like an ocean? I don't know. That's pretty cool. I like that. Aw, the doggy. Look at the doggy by the road. Alright, we have a fifth for the Pyrenees team. Muncie has joined. So now, hopefully we can get started soon. See what these players vote on. And we will be getting started. Okay. Everyone's here. Why are we not voting for our map? Come on. Trying to get this going. Come on, y'all. Oh, man. Can I pin comments? I can pin. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Okay, so I can actually start doing that now. Okay. Alright, the votes are in. Let's see what map we are going to first. If I guess, it's probably going to be one of the basics, Hideout Factory. We'll see. It's ship! Yes! This is my first cast on ship. I am excited. Let's get into this. Hopefully this is a good matchup, and I'm ready to watch it. We have Pyrenees starting out on the defense, SU1TS EXE on the attack. We have a middle floor here. Let's see what kind of util we're buying. Iced over does have a nade. We have a nade and an ensign on the defense. All spectrals except Nova buying a cyclone. Interesting. On the suits attack, we have all spectrals, but Solar still has his Jesper. Maybe he's just not here. Where is Solar at? Wait, where is he? Oh, he's over here. Alright, and he bought a gun, but he is invisible. He's a floating pair of hands. Let's get into this push. It seems like there is no drone yet from this attack. It might be sort of a split push. We see Cryptic crouch walking, but Spooter is just running, so I guess they're making noise on the A side. We have two foams, so Spooter and Ren both have foams. It seems like it is a split push. So, Say, Ren, and Solar are going to be pushing red. Solar jumps into the window. He's going to get into a one with Ice, and Ice gets the pick off on the Solar. And then Spooderman does get the refrag, and he actually gets a two-piece. He takes out Sarly. In the engine room, Spooter is getting foam on the engine wall. We're going to see this wall be opened up here soon. The main wall inside red is open. Engine room is open. Ensign's coming out. How is that Ensign not hitting Nova? Swinging in. Itachi. Ooh, Cybermilk gets a pick on Itachi. Itachi did get Muncie beforehand, but Muncie also got Ren before that as well. Nate coming out, gets a little bit of tick damage onto Cyber. It is a 2v2. Cyber behind the B chassis. Picks Spooter, but Spooter is able to get the pick. It's now a 1v2 for Nova. Nova gets the swing with the Cyclone and gets the pick. Nova has the health advantage over Spooter, and he elects to swing when the EMP was on the wall, so he had the advantage of knowing where the push had to come, because the EMP was on the wall, but he swung and he got picked. It is now 1-0 in Suit's favor. Good clutch. Let's see what these teams buy on second round. On Pyrenees, we have 3 Omens, and we have a grenade coming out from Iced Over, and we have 2 Spectrals. On the attack, we have 2 Omens, but we have more utility. We have a nade, an ensign, and another nade. So we have 2 nades and an ensign on the attack. Let's see what kind of a push we have here. They might try to stick together on this next push. I wonder if I can get Solar's thing to stop glitching out and make him There we go. He's not invisible anymore. It seems like we have a bit of an A push here. Who has the drone? Spooter has the drone. Let's check out this drone work coming in from Spooter. Oh, he actually sold it. Never mind. He doesn't have a drone anymore. Oh, yeah, he does. Why did it say he did? Okay. Spooter will be throwing this drone. He's going to drone out the A hallway. See this drone work. Drone's coming out to the A hall. He doesn't see anyone. There's someone on the stairs. Someone from the doorway. Sarli shoots out the drone, and Iceover was downstairs, and Iceover is running back to site, it seems. Spooter's lining up a nade. He won't get any hits on it. That's actually a good nade lineup to bank it off that pillar right there. But no tags. Ice is running back into site. A wall is foamed. Nova's sitting close on the desk. Will anyone swing in? Nade's coming out. Gets no damage. Sarli's able to take out Solar, but Cryptic did get the refrag. Nova gets swung by Rin. Rin is in the instant. Cryptic takes out Cybermilk. In the connector, Muncie's able to take out Rin, but the EMP is down. It is a 3v2. Iced Over gets the pick off of it. Say, and Spooter gets a 2K. He takes out Iced Over and Muncie to win the round. Suits did a really good job taking over this A site. They actually got both of the walls open and they were able to pinch the defenders. I forget who it was. I believe it was either Say or Rin. One of them came through the front door of that site and was able to get a pick on someone that was holding the breach wall, and that set up that push perfectly. They were able to just storm in and took site. Let's look at the buys we have now. On the defense, we only have one full buy coming out. Nova has a Vezin, and we have a Spectral on defense. We have an Omen and 2 RCPs. On the attack, we have two Vezins, a Hurricane, an RCP, and an Omen. So the gun advantage is in Suits' favor on the attack, and Suits also has a stim. So this is great. It seems like we're doing a top hatch push on the middle floor. So let's see what they do here. Seems like the full team is rushing in. Okay, it seems like we're doing a quick B push maybe? Everyone's on the hatch. They might just all drop. Cyber and Ice is watching it. Drops an instant. That instant was great. Whoa, there's so much going on. Cyber gets picked off by Rin, but Nova on the refrag gets Spooter. And Rin is in a 1v2 situation right here. He doesn't get the shot on the Nova. EP is down inside. He might have to just try to grab it and go for the plant, but he doesn't know where Muncie is. Muncie's holding from the medbay room, and Muncie gets the headshot with the RCP. So even with the gun advantage, Suits loses that round. They got a little too aggro right there. And that ensign was really good by Cybermilk. He heard the hatches popped, and the second hatch popped, he threw that ensign and 3 people dropped on it and took a lot of damage. So that was a really good play by this pure team. To deny that hatch push. Alright, let's take another look at, let's take a look at the leaderboard. For Pure and A, top frag goes to Iced Over, he's 4-3. On the Suits team, Spooderman is 7-1, putting on a clinic right now. That's what you like to see in these games. Let's look at the buys. Pure has 3 full buys. They have 3 Vezins, a Viper, and an RCP. And Suits, once again, they have the gun advantage. They have 5 Vezins and 2 stims. Both foams too. Might have a bit of a split push. Yes, we have a split push going on the A side. Cybermilk's holding in the hallway. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Cybermilk is holding in the hallway. He only has a Spectral though, so he has the huge gun disadvantage here. Let's see how he plays this. Drone is coming in. Will the drone see Cybermilk? The drone sees Cybermilk, and Cyber shoots it out. There's 3 on the other side of the A hallway from Cyber, and he's taken out by Solar with the Vezin. Sarli's still downstairs. They might not know that Sarli's here. He has a Vezin. So he might be able to get a pick on the Say here. He does. Iced Over also gets a pick on the Cryptic. Rin gets the refrag on the Sarli. Muncie's staying close on the breach. He might get a pick if Solar runs across. Let's see how Solar plays this. He does have EMP. Looks like he's swinging the breach. Muncie runs out, but he doesn't get the pick. He had his gun down. He's taken out by Solar. It's now a 2v2 with the health advantage going to Pure and A. Two Vezins versus two Vezins. Solar is getting stemmed up though, so they will have the health advantage here soon. Solar has EMP, pushing close on the A door, getting closer to Spooderman so they can push this together. Iceover's coming in through the breach, it looks like. No, he might just be playing it slow. He's crouch walking in. He's going to get shots on the Solar from behind. He gets the EMP down. He gets a pick and then goes back to the half wall. Spooderman's holding it from down the hall. What will they do here? Will they try to hold this EMP? They know the EMP's down. They know where Spooderman is. They're just going to probably hold angles here. Let's see how Spooder plays this. He gets the audio cues of Nova. He's foaming the wall too. He hears Iced Over and he gets the clutch. Spooderman with the odds against him. With the EMP down in the possession of Pure. He's able to clutch it up for his team. Wow, that Spooder turned that, the odds were not in his favor right there. Spooder was able to clutch that out. Pure got way too aggressive right there, it seemed like. They knew exactly where he was in that corner, and instead of holding their angles, they full sprinted, and they got punished. They definitely got punished. Spooder was able to clutch it up for his team, and Suits goes up 3-1 on the attack. And once again, Suits has the gun advantage. On Pure, we only have 3 Vezins and 2 Omens. On the Suits team, we have 3 Vezins, an Oral, and an Omen. So the gun advantage is slightly in Suits' favor. So let's see how they push this. Seems like a bit of an off meta here. I really like this A push. So, this A push is slept on very much, but Muncie's actually ready for it. You might have heard audio cue of them running around outside. Say's gonna get foam on the wall, so Muncie will hear that when the wall's open. Wall is open. Muncie runs back into A site, giving up a little bit of space. Drone's coming out, making sure no one's on the flank. Let's see if this drone catches Sarli. Will the drone go upstairs? It's going upstairs, and it catches Sarli. He gets a ping on the Sarli, so they know someone has to watch the stairs. Say has the EMP, and he's foaming the A wall. Foam is down. Let's see how Suits pushes this. Vincent coming out onto the breach to keep the attackers from pushing. Say's able to get the flank. Good drone work. He was able to know that that flank was there. Iced Over peeks and gets Spooderman. Cyber's able to take out Solar. Vryn and Cryptic are both in. They're going for the EMP plant. Muncie's gonna swing. They're actually gonna swing from both ways. Cyber's able to take out Say. And then Muncie takes out one, and then Nova gets the refrag onto Rin, rather. Excuse me. And Pure and A takes round 5. And they're able to keep Suits from getting that EMP down, and they swung. They played that perfectly. Once the EMP started down, the Pure players swung from both sides, and there just weren't enough guns on the Suits team to be able to take down those 3-4 players that swung. So that was very good on Pure's side. So good defense right there. Let's check out the economy. On Pure's side, we have 4 Vezins and a Marui from Muncie. I like to see the Marui play. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think the Marui is better than the Vezin, and I would choose it over the Vezin any day of the week. The headshot damage, the wallbang damage is just way too good to pass up on. And on the attack, we have 3 Vezins and 2 Orals. So we have all rifles on Suits, but they don't have the good rifles just yet. 2 Orals, so that's a bit of a gun disadvantage here. Mid-floor, doesn't seem like Pure and A is gonna hold medbay at all. This is a very good room to hold, but it seems like they're just gonna be sticking in the site. Sarli's getting some blind fire shots, and Vryn actually takes a little bit of damage from a blind fire. No one's holding medbay, so Suits has control of the medbay area. I wonder if someone's gonna be watching the flank. Let's see what they do here. Foam is being tossed around. Spooder is shooting open the door blocker. Blind fire is coming up from Cyber. Doesn't get any tags though. Smoke comes out. Wall is open. Nade comes into the back of sight. Doesn't get any damage. Iced Over gets instant. Takes a bit of his health off, but he has a stim. There's so much going on. Smoke's coming in. out from everywhere. Rin is trying to get the EMP down. He puts it on the wall and he starts planting. Cyber gets a pick on the rim. Spooderman got Sarly though. EMP's down on the wall, but it's not completely planted. Muncie was able to get a blind fire over the wall and take out Cryptic. It's now a 3v4 for these players, but Spooder's able to get a pick off on the Nova. It's now a 3v3. Say gets on the desk and is able to get an angle on the site and takes out Muncie. It's now a 2v3. Say goes for the swing instead of the EMP and he gets taken out by Iced Over. It's now a 2v2. About even health. Actually, the health advantage does go into Pure's side. 2 Vezins versus 2 Orals. Iced Over put his gun down and he's taken out by Spooder. Spooder runs up, switches his Oral out for a Vezin and gets the 2k and he swings Cyber Milk and he takes him out. Spooder is having some really good clutches here for his team. And Spooder is 13-2. Spooder's on his LeBron arc right now. Can someone put this into a LeBron edit? Hold on. Spooder, man. LeBron? Boom, 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 boom! Alright, someone put that into an edit. There you go. Spooder, you got a new TikTok right there. Now we're on to side flip. Suits is now on the defense. Pure is on the attack. Pure might actually be going for the off meta as well. I like to see these off meta pushes because as it just how it makes sense, they're not expected being off meta. So usually the utility is on the B site. So we're gonna see how the defense holds this. It seems like two players are holding this generator room, Solar and Cryptic. You're gonna hear this wall be popped. Let's see this drone work. Hold on, let's check out the drone. See this drone from Nova. Drones out into the A hall. He's gonna see someone here soon. He sees one. He sees one in the generator room, and Nade comes out. F tier Nade doesn't get any damage, doesn't even go into the room. Sarly gets taken down to half health by Spooderman. Say is on the flank. Say might actually get a pick right here. He gets a bit of damage on the Nova. Nova's very low on health. He got a lot of damage. And Spooder gets a swing and he gets 2, but he's refragged by Cyber. And then Sarly takes out Say off on the flank. Cryptic swings, gets a pick off on the Cyber Milk. Muncie takes out Solar, and Rin takes out Sarly. What a hold from the Suits team. They played that very well. What I like to see from the Suits team is that they're not just 5-man holding into sight. They're actually playing in the rooms outside of sight to just control more of the map. Map control is a very vital part of this game. You don't only need to have control of the sites, but you also need to be able to control rooms outside of the site to prevent the attack from even getting into the building. And Suits was able to hold that perfectly. So we're gonna see what they do on this top floor. Take a look at the economy to start this round. Spooder has not bought a gun yet. He has a Jesper. Rin bought an RCP. Solar has an Oral. And then Cryptic and Say both still have their Spectrals from last round. We have a bit of util. We have, on the defense, we have 2 Ensigns, a Smoke, and a Grenade. On the attack, we have an all Omen buy. Everyone on Pure has an Omen. I think they're getting desperate here for these rounds, which I would too. You're down 5-2. You need to get some rounds here soon. Ren is hiding outside A. Let's hope this drone sees him. Drone gets taken out immediately. Cyber drops the hatch. He has no idea Rin is in that corner. Nate comes out. S tier frag coming out from Solar. And he's able to get 2. He gets a second pick off on the Sarly off on the flank. Cryptic actually kills his own teammate with the Ensign. Once he's in the smoke, he gets to pick off on the Cryptic, but Rin gets the refrag through the smoke. And Suits with a very quick round 8 win. That round went by very fast. That was a very good nade toss. I already forget who tossed the nade. Who was it? I forget who, but whoever that was, very good nade toss. I believe it was Solar. He got a 2-piece. He heard the hatch drop. They had no idea he had a nade. He tossed it right where it needed to go, and nade go boom, 2 people go fly. That was beautiful. Suits is now on match point. They're up 6-2 on ship and they're on defense. Let's check out the economy. For the defense, we have 2 Vezins and... Oh, well, where did that second Vezin go? Does Say have the Vezin? Oh, he does have the Vezin still. Okay. 2 Vezins, a Viper, an Oral, and an RCP on the attack. We have 3 Orals, a Marui, and an Omen. Seems like we have a hatch push from Pure. Seems like the whole team's coming together. Drone is coming out. The drone's not going to see anyone. Nobody's upstairs. But it's still good to have this drone work. Seems like we have an A push. Hatch out in the hallway is foam, but Solar heard it. So Solar's getting ready. He runs back into sight. He only has an RCP, so the gun advantage is not in his favor. He's waiting for them to drop hatch so we can toss this instant. I love the play here. The drone does not check the drone does check Solar. Instant comes flying out from Solar, so he's going to keep them from jumping into the hatch for another 10 seconds. Cyber's actually running to the stairs. He might be able to catch them on the flank. Ooh, Say was actually there to watch from the bathroom. Doesn't get any picks, but his presence there keeps Pure from walking down the stairs. Seems like Say and Scooter are just gonna take a turn swinging this. We got a 4-man hatch drop. In Rin with an S tier frag takes out Cyber and iced over. Sorry, sitting close on the door. Say on the flank, gets a 2-piece, taken out by Nova. And Nova's left in a 1v4. He actually gets a 2-piece. He's only got a 3k right now. But he's taken out by Spooter. Valiant effort by Nova right there. But Spooter was able to get the pick that he needed. And map 1 goes in favor of Suits. Suits played that very well. And they're able to take map 1 against this Pure team. That was a very interesting game. Can't wait for this next game. I wonder what map we're going to play next. Good game from all these players. Let's check out the leaderboard. Spooter putting on a clinic. 16-3. That is what you like to see. That is what you like to see from these players. This Oral is just breakdancing. Cool. Great effort from both these teams. And we will be getting into... excuse me. We will be getting into map 2. If you are new to the stream, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure to like the stream. Let's see if we can get a couple likes on the stream here. I would very much appreciate it because I am taking my time out of my day to do these casts. I love doing it, but to also get support on them would be amazing as well. Seems like the sides are being flipped. Seems like Pure is going to the defense. And Suits EXE is on the attack. Let's see what map we have in 3, 2, 1. And we are playing Factory. Good old Factory. So whenever these players are ready, we will be getting into this second map. And we're off. Purine starting out on the defense. Suits on the attack. First round, we do have a top floor. Thank you to everyone who's in the stream right now. Hope everyone's having a nice night. Hope we're all doing well right now. And let's get into this game. Let's see if Purine can tie it up 1-1, or will Suits win map 2 as well. We will find out. We have spectral buys from everyone in the game. Everyone has spectrals. And we have a bit of util coming out from this defense. I like to see it. We have 2 nades and an ensign to deny plant. That's what you like to see. The utility is just such an important aspect of this game. Let's see how the defense plays this. Iceover and Muncie are both holding lockers / orange stairs. Hatch will be found by Spooter. Hatch is open. Nobody's sitting in Tetris. We actually have a 3-man roam on orange stairs, and Say actually gets a pick off on the Muncie. And he gets headshot by Sarli, and Sarli gets the refrag, but Cryptic also gets the refrag off onto him. 3. Wow. Quick lockers take from the Suits team. Solar has the EMP running in the B. Good ensign takes out Cybermilk. Ren jumps into Jen, gets taken out by Nova. Cryptic takes out Iced Over, and Suits with a quick push. Wow. Suits is really sticking with these off-meta pushes, and they are working. Hello, Nice Guy and Crazen in the chat. What's going on, y'all? We have Pyrenees and SU1TS or SU1TS EXE. Actually, I know a couple of these people on both of these teams. I don't know if they're new teams or just rebrands, but these are the teams. And Suits won the first map on ship 7-2. Thank you for the 5 viewers in the chat. Suits does take round 1. Let's see what kind of buys we have coming out right now. On the attack, we have 2 Omens, an Oral, and Spooter and Say both have their Spectrals. Bit of Util, we have an Ensign, a Nade, and the Foam on the attack. On defense, we have 3 Omen buys and 2 Spectral buys with a grenade from Cybermilk. Seems like we're gonna have 2 players holding storage. Spooter's breaking out the hallway. He's gonna throw a nade. F tier frag doesn't. Oh wait, did he pick it back up? Oh, I guess he did it. But Spooter is taken out from Iced Over from the window. Another nade, another F tier frag. I mean, what is going on with these frags right now? None of them are landing. Nova and Muncie are holding down storage, keeping the attackers from getting this wall. This is a great hold from Muncie and Nova right here. Let's see how this attack plays this. Solar, Cryptic, and Say are right outside of storage. Sarli gets a pick off on the roam on Rin. Nova gets a pick off on the Solar. Cryptic is taken out by Muncie along with Say. Good hold. Good storage hold from Pure. And they're able to win round 2. Playing close together, and they're able to get each other's refrags. That's what you need to do in this game. And Pure did that very well right there, holding down storage, getting each other's refrags, and it won them the round. So that's awesome. Middle floor now, we have on the Pure team 3 Omens, a Vezin, and an Oral. On the attack, we have 2 full buys. We have a Marui and a Vezin, 2 Omens, and an RCP. Oh my god, not the new gen, not knowing who the best blind fire in A? Bro, Nice Guy, you know I'm the best blind fire, bro. Nobody can hold me. That's like what I'm known for. You know I'm best blind fire in A. Seems like we have a bit of a split push right now. We actually have Spooderman going through assemblies, going through this break room window. But there is a door blocker on the assembly door, so he's either going to have to break it or go over, and he's shooting it open. So Muncie is telling his whole team that there is someone in assembly. Upstairs, Rin takes... Oh, Iced Over on the stairs, takes out Say. Wow, Spooter actually got Muncie off in assembly, and Nate comes out, is not going to get any hits. There is a trip on this locker's door. Hopefully, Cryptic definitely hears it, and he goes for the bait. It doesn't bait it, and he baits it. So nice job by Cryptic to get that, what do you call it? Get that trip out of the way. EMP on orange stairs. They do not have a drone, so they're going to have to play orange stairs very carefully, even though no one's holding it. Sarli is holding assembly, so holding their backs, but the whole Suits team is on orange, walking down the stairs. Rin picks up the EMP. Spooter's very low on health, so Spooter might have to play this a little passive just to stay alive. Crouch walking down the stairs, Solar, Cryptic, and Rin. They're gonna be seen by Iced Over and Nova here soon. Getting a couple wall bangs, no hits. Cryptic close right on the orange door. Solar right next to him. Rin has the EMP, and it seems like Rin and Spooter are going for a bit of a rotate here. Cryptic and Solar walk in. Solar's taken out. Cryptic gets one. A little bit of damage taken out. He walks into the instant, but he's able to run away. He might actually just get some wall banks. Doesn't get any hits. Cryptic is low on health, but Cryptic is keeping the team occupied while the other two are going off on the flank to B. So if Cryptic can just sit over here and make noise, he's giving free entry to his other two teammates to walk into sight. Cyber's watching the flank still. Spooter goes into assembly along with Rin. We're going to be seeing that here soon. There is 30 seconds left, so they got to move fast. Seems like they're going to have to push War Room here. Solar walks out, but he has his gun down. He's taken out by Spooter. Spooter picks up the pheasant, but the nade makes him push in, and he's taken out by Iced over. Rin walks in the War Room, and he gets a little bit of hits on the ice, and he does. 15 seconds left. They get the EMP down. Cyber is in the B side. He's going to have to rotate through connector. Will Cyber be able to clutch this up for Pure? Cryptic is holding, but he's taken out by Cyber. 100 health versus 100 health. The gun advantage is in Rin's hands. He does have a Vezin. Let's see if Cyber can pick up. He doesn't pick up the Marui. He still has that oral in his hands. And Rin takes out Cyber Milk. Rin able to clutch up for his team. That rotate was very good. Cryptic did a very good job making noise and distracting the Pure team. They had no idea that those two were on the flank. As we saw Sarli walk into assembly with his gun down, not expecting anyone to be there. But he was taken out instantly by Spooter, and they were able to take War Room, take out Iced Over, and they were able to get that EMP down right before the time expired. And they take that round. Bro, nice guy. What are you saying, bro? You're so goofy. You're just talking crazy to everyone. Come on now. Crazen 0 out of 10 rage bait, yeah. Nice guy's D1 rage baiter, but sometimes he sucks. Seems like we have just a standard A push here. We do not have foam on the hatch though, so whoever has foam, Solar needs to go get this hatch. Hopefully he just isn't forgetting. Yep, Solar's going to get the Tetris hatch. We have Nova playing out into the vending hallway. Bit of an aggressive hold from Nova here, but it might pay off if they don't drone him out. Yeah, they don't drone him out. Nova gets one, and Sarli actually takes one from the window, and he's able to get him from Generator, and Nova gets a second. That is very good play by Nova. Even though he gets picked off, he took two of them out while only having an Omen. Sarli gets a little bit of damage on the rim. Nate comes out, doesn't get any damage, and Suits, just like that, is left in a 2v4. Pure is holding down the site very well. Sarli holding down vending. Let's see what Rin and Solar do here. They're going to have to play together and play off each other and try to get each other's refrags. See what they do here. Rin does have a Vezin. What is he going to do here? You think they save? It is a 2v4. Let's see what they do here. It looks like they might just save. They are messing with their charms. Rin does have the EMP. Repels down onto the vending window. He doesn't know Sarli's there. Will Sarli get this pick off onto him? Sarli's ready for the peek. And Sarli doesn't get a pick, but he gets a little bit of damage on the rim. Rin keeps quick peeking. Who's going to win this one? Solar actually drops the hatch, but Cyber saves Sarli's life, and he's able to get that pick. And Rin is left in a 1v4. He has a Vezin and a stem. I say you just stay outside and save it, which I believe that is what he's going to do. Seems like he is going to stay outside and smartly keep that Vezin in hand, especially because he also has that stem. He doesn't want to give Pure and A an extra stem. So keep your gun, hold your losses, go in the next round with a Vezin and a stem. Hopefully Rin doesn't get too aggro because Sarli is holding the generator window. Hopefully Rin just stays where he is. Nade comes out. Did that hit him? I don't think that hit Rin. That was actually a good try of a grenade from Sarli. Didn't get the pick, but you know, good effort. And Pure in A ties it 2-2 on Factory. Rin is shooting at the clouds. I don't know what the clouds did to him, but they made him mad. So, screw those clouds. Talking to him. Yeah, nice guy's just... He doesn't really know what's going on. He's kind of, you know, not mentally stable, per se. And let's look at the economy. Excuse me. Pure NA has the gun advantage. They have 4 Vezins and a Marui against Suits, 2 Vezins, Oral, Omen, and a Jesper as of right now. But hopefully Say actually buys a gun. Where is Say at? Where is he? Wait, am I stupid? Where is he? Is he over here? Oh, he's over here. Okay, let's see. Say is not... Oh, he buys an Omen. Okay, cool. We do not have a drone coming out from this attack, though, so they're going to have to push in blind. Say shoots out the storage door. Once again, Muncie is holding down storage. This is what you like to see. We have a bit of a split push. The EMP is on front door, and Solar from front door takes out Iced over with an Omen. Did Iced have a gun? He had a nade and a Vezin. Ooh. Giving up a Vezin that early and utility with that grenade is not good. So now Cryptic is gonna also have an assault rifle. A good one, rather. Yeah, and he gets a free grenade. So that's... Oh, he just... What is going on? They just... What did they just mutilated his body. They do that. Okay, so they picked up the nade. Push coming out from electrical. Spooderman gets the wall. He's gonna toss a nade into sight. Doesn't gets a little bit of damage on the Cyber. 3 health. We have a push in storage right now. Say and Rin. Muncie's close on the wood. They might not know he's in that corner. What will Say do here? Say is crouch walking to the side. Will he check his corners? And he does! Muncie had his gun down. He tries to go for the tries to go for the Marie. I think that was a bit of a eager grab there. And he's punished for it. Nova takes out Rin on the wall. Cryptic gets the refrag off on the Cyber. Cryptic gets a second on the Nova. And Spooter getting shots off on the Sarli. Sarli is left in a 1v3 here. What will he do? He rotates back into storage. He might just go for a rotate here. Is this wall open? Cryptic is holding the flank wall. Oh, what is Sarli gonna do here? Sarli is in a bit of a predicament by himself. What is he gonna do? Will he just save? He's running outside, so now they know he's in storage still. Sarli's just running around. Runs back into B. Suits is holding down this retake. They're just holding it down. They're not letting him come through any of these doorways. Sarli's running into connector, so they hear him in there. Sarli's checking his corners. Sees Spooter, gets a couple blind fires, doesn't get any hits. Cryptic is waiting for him to swing so he can get this headshot, and Cryptic gets the headshot on the Sarli. And Suits takes round 5. They are now up 3-2 against Pure NA. Good off-meta pushes. I really like to see these off-meta pushes because a lot of people push the same sites every round, every game, and it doesn't get boring necessarily, but it's repetitive, you know? And when you see these off-meta pushes, they're not really expected, and they can pay off very well from people just not paying attention. And Suits is taking advantage of that, and they're getting these rounds early. So will Pure NA tie it up going in the half, or will Suits turn this into a 4-2 half? Let's check out the buys. We have full buys from almost both teams. 5 Vezins on Suits, 4 Vezins, and a Viper on Pure NA. Let's see what push we have. It looks like another off meta. Seems like they're gonna be pushing through assembly. Solar's just sitting on this hatch. I wonder if he's just gonna hot drop it. Will Solar just, maybe he's waiting for his team to get into position? We will see. Tashi and Rin going on to rappel onto gravel. Iced over is sitting bathroom. Nova close on the hallway door by Rin outside gravel. Rin goes for a couple blind fires, doesn't get any hits. They don't know that Nova's in that corner. Iced over gets onto the sink table. Shots out onto on the Solar from Muncie. Takes him down to about 3/4 of health. Takes him down to half. Solar is getting damage put onto him. Spooderman's about to foam this War Room wall. They might be able to catch Muncie off guard here. And they do! Cryptic swings in, gets one, gets Instant, and he's taken out by the Instant. Iced Over gets 2 picks out on the gravel. Solar takes out Nova. Cybermilk with the nade kill. Sarley actually TK's Iced Over after Iced Over got that 2-piece. Solar left in a 1v1. Sarley, what am I saying? Solar is left in a 1v1. Sarley is on the other side of the wall outside War Room. Where will Solar push? It seems like he's going to crouch walk in. Will he see? And he looks... Oh, that's just a 50-50 in that situation. Looking to your left and right. And Solar chose the wrong way. He looks to the left when Sarley was to the right. And Sarley gets the pick and sends it to a 3-3 half. Let me switch the teams now, 'cause sometimes the names change and sometimes they don't. So Pure NA is now on the attack, and Suits EXE. Oh, what am I? Can I not type? What is going on? Okay. Oh my Jesus Christ. Suits EXE is now on the defense. Once again, if you're in the stream and you're watching, make sure to subscribe and like the stream. Let's get a couple likes in here. Show some support to your boy. I put a lot of effort into these, and I would like it to have at least a little bit of appreciation if you guys are enjoying, you know. Need to know if I'm doing a good job or not. Any sort of criticism, any critiques, let me know. And let's get into this round flip. Basic push from Pure NA. Seems like a storage push. No damage just yet. Cryptic and Solar are both holding storage down. Iced Over gets a little bit of damage taken off of him from Cryptic. About half health now. And Sarley's actually taken down to 4 health. So a bit of damage. Say actually gets a pick off on the Nova from the orange window. Cryptic's getting a little bit aggressive here. Might swing out. Cybermilk was looking up at the window. And Cryptic catches him off guard and he's able to get the pick. And then when... Oh, Iced Over looked down to check the door, and then Say swung the window up top, and they were just peeking. It's like whack-a-mole. They were just looking back and forth. Sarley, 1 health going through main lobby. Will he catch anyone off guard on the A side? They don't know where he is. He's just been crouch walking around. We have 2 players of the Suits team upstairs. So a take from this attack isn't impossible. Crazier things have happened. Sarley on 4 health. Will he be able to get into A from Electrical? Cryptic is about to swing him. Cryptic has the health advantage. He saw Sarley. Doesn't get the shot onto him. But Cryptic knows he's in that corner. Will he ego swing him? It looks like he might ego swing him. He knows he's close right on the door. Let's see what happens here. Solar, Cryptic both close on the door. They might just refrag off of each other. See what they do here. Sarley's in the corner and Spooder swings him and he gets the headshot. Very low on health. It didn't matter if he headshot him or not. Muncie is in the janitor's closet. A couple blind fires comes out. Cryptic does an instant. Muncie jumps out the window. Cryptic, he's going to run out front door. Cryptic's going to run out front door. Spooder jumps into the bottom green or bottom orange window. Sorry. Gets a pick, but then Solar gets the refrag. Good defense from Suits this round. They held down storage very well, and orange. They held down orange with that window, and they were able to get picks outside of storage. Wow, that was very good defense from the Suits team. They played that very, very well. That's what I like to see. I'm going to grab a water very quick. I'm going to spectate someone. I will be back in about 20 seconds, maybe less. My apologies, folks. I am back. All this talking made me dehydrated. I had to get some water. Spooder, Holding outside of vending. Is the hatch popped? Let's go check Tetris. Tetris hatch is popped by Muncie. Cyber Milk. Going for the drone. Let's check out this drone work from Cyber Milk. Oh, where's the drone? Okay. Cyber Milk checking out Tetris. No one's in Tetris. He sees one in lockers, but I don't know if he saw the second. Say, close on the Tetris door. He might go out and play to the hallway. He does. He's checking out his corners, making sure no one's on these windows. Iced Over is in vending along with Sarly. Sarly does have the EMP. Cyber drops the Tetris hatch and Say swings it, but he gets a little bit of damage. But Cyber Milk with the play space is able to take out Say. Muncie drops the hatch with him. They're about to shoot out the static, so now they have complete control of vending. Let's see if they try to take lockers here, or will they just stick with the A push? Spooter close in cubby with a spectral. Muncie gets foam on the wall. Cyber Milk gets a couple of shots. I don't know if he saw Rin or not. Spooter goes for a couple wall bangs. Nova's actually very low on health here, out in vending. Getting ready for this wall to be blown. Let's see what this attack does. Cyber Milk actually walks in the site. Instant comes out from Cryptic, but Cryptic wasn't expecting Cyber to walk in, but he's refragged from Spooderman. Spooderman picks up a gun, picks up a grenade rather, throws a nade, doesn't get any tags. Sarly is in Tetris, and he gets taken out by Rin. Good shots by Rin. Rin rotates back in the site. It is now 3-2 in favor of Suits. Off on the defense. Nova is very low on health. Muncie gets taken out by Spooderman from the cabinet corner, and Muncie very low on health. The wall wasn't even foamed. Sheesh. Nova, will he catch Spooderman here by the cabinet corner? And he does, even with the health disadvantage. 30 seconds. No, Rin is off on the flank. Nova put his gun down, and he is taken out by Rin off on the flank. Rin played that very well. He got a lot of picks off on the flank, and he's able to win that for the Suits team. And Suits goes up 5-3 on second map. Take a look at the leaderboard. Cryptic on the Suits team going 10-5 in the double digits. Everyone else is having a very even game. Everyone in this lobby is getting kills. No one's having a bad game per se. I like the teamwork from both of these teams actually. Suits is just executing a tad bit better. See what push we have here. Check out the buys for both teams. On the Suits team, we have one Vezin, a Viper, an Oral. Actually, two Vezins. Spooter just bought a Vezin. So we have two Vezins on the defense. A Viper, Oral, and another Viper. Two Vipers. We have a bit of Util coming out on the defense, too. On the attack, we have a Viper, two Omens, an Oral, and an RCP. So the gun advantage is in Suits' favor. They actually only have one Vezin now. They kept buying and rebuying. Cyber runs in very aggressive and takes out one, but he's refragged. Say actually gets two picks. One from the window, and then what is going on? Ice Over jumps into the window and takes out Solar. Solar. Wow. Ice is Ice. Yeah, Ice does have a scope. So he's getting. Oh, but he looks the other way. Cryptic gets the pick when Ice Over was trying to walk up the stairs very quickly. Not even 30 seconds into this round. It's now a 2v2. Nova pushing into bathroom. He has bathroom hawk control. Right outside Worm. He pushes into Worm. Gets a couple wallbang. Doesn't hit anything, but Spooter does get some wallbang damage on him. Will Nova rotate in the B site? Nova crouch walking over to B. If Sarly can get the EMP and go through B window, they could have control of B. Nova is in sight. What will Sarly do here? Sarly's running. Oh. Sarly's taking the long way around, actually. That might be a bit of a misplay. Cryptic running through connector, checking out B. Doesn't see Nova, but Nova is in the connector. Nova has his gun down. He puts it up. Sarly's in the closet area. Instant comes out, gets a bit of chip damage on the Nova. Cryptic swings the window, but Sarly takes him out with the one hand. Sarly's about to pump the hatch, but Spooter is coming up on the flank from War Room. He doesn't get the pick on the... He doesn't get the pick. And Nova is watching the War Room flank, and he's able to pick off Spooter. Good round from Pure. They're not giving up just yet. They're getting these rounds when they need to. It's what you like to see. Not letting nice guy co-cast with me? Well, if you tone it down a little, I could. But I don't know, you be talking crazy sometimes. Let's check out the buys. Let me get a drink of water really fast. Excuse me. On the defense, we have 3 Vezins and a Viper and also an Oral. On the defense, we almost have a full buy. We have 4 Vezins and a Viper. So the gun advantage is in Pure's favor. Let's see how Suits holds down this defense here. Cryptic by himself in storage. Throws down a smoke into the orange hall. Maybe just so they can't get an angle through that window. Cryptic takes out the drone. He has flash though, but whoa, whoa, from front door. Say takes out Sarli, but Nova gets the quick refrag on the Say. Whoa, I missed that. Nade coming out, won't get any damage. Cryptic shoots the second drone, so now both the drones are gone. Cryptic takes a lot of damage down. S tier instant. Whooping's coming out from Rin. Nova took out Cryptic. Oh, Rin hiding by the wood planks. It's now a 3v. Icedover walks in. Rin is looking the wrong way, and he gets a pick. Doesn't get the second. Cybermilk really close, getting the EMP down. Solar on the flank. Will Solar be able to get these picks? Solar coming from the back of storage. They don't know where he's at. Crouch walking around. Cyber's close left on the breach. Will he check his corner? Will he check his corner? Cyber swings it quick, and Solar gets the pick. It's a 1v1. Cybermilk taken out. Solar gets the play space and takes out Iced. What a play space from Solar, and he wins the round for his team. Suits goes up 6-4. Solar with 6 health clutches the round. Good play space from Solar right there. That was very good movement. And he was able to take out Cyber and the second and win the round post-plant for his team. What a play by Solar there. That's what you like to see. And the economy on the Pure NA side is not looking the best per se. 2 Vezins, an Oral, an Omen, and a Viper. And on the defense, we have pretty much a full buy outside of Spooter with 4 Vezins and an Oral. Whew. The advantage is definitely in this Suits team, especially on the defense. They have the gun advantage. You wonder in a situation like this if you would rather play sight heavy so you don't give up these guns, because if you die off sight and give up a Vezin, you know, that's not going to be good for your team. Spooter's actually sitting close. Whoa, Spooter with an aggressive angle, sitting in vending, holding this window by the plants. Will he get a pick? Let's see what happens here. The window shot open, but Nova gets the pick off on the Spooter. And like I said, that's a free Vezin. Nate comes out, gets a little bit of damage on Ice, but Ice has the stim. Oh, and Icedover is able to pick up that gun. Icedover's taken out by Say. Nova gets the refrag off onto Say. Cybermilk drops the hatch. So, Pure NA has the control of vending. Sim comes out from Solar onto the vending door. Doesn't get any damage. Sarli gets foam on the wall. Foam is on both walls, so they're going to pop both these walls at the same time. And try a bit of a push. Off on the flank. Rin gets one, but refragged by Nova. Ooh, need a flank watch right there. Cyber walks in the cubby wall. Let's see. Gets taken out by Cryptic. Nova takes out Solar. And Cryptic is now left in a 1v2. He's getting swung from both angles. And Nova gets the ace. Nova with the ace. Good plays from Nova right there. He was everywhere, it seemed like. He got the first pick off on the window, and that really set their team up to be able to take vending right there. And all the other picks just came with it. Wow. Nice. I think that's the first ace on one of my casts. So, congratulations. That was awesome. Take a look at the leaderboard. Suits is still up 6-5 here. So let's see if we send this into an OT or if Suits will pack it up and say goodnight. Check out the buys going out, and Suits. Spooter's actually on match point electing to go with a Taurus. Interesting. Looks like all the money is being spent on both sides. The gun advantage is heavily in Pure's favor here on the attack. 3 Vezins with only 1 Marui on the defense for Suits. Let's see how they play this. Very aggressive hold from upstairs. Cryptic and Say. Drone's coming out. Sees one. Will it see the second? It sees him hiding behind the plants. It does see both. Ren gets a quick pick. 2 picks from the B window. They tried to go for a quick B rotate. And Ren gets 2. That is very... And they donated an extra stim. Ren's going to pick up that stim. And now he's going to be at full health. Say takes out one from the doorway. Cybermo gets the pick though off the refrag. Off onto Say. And just like that is a 4v2 in favor of Suits. Will Sarli and Cybermilk be able to clutch this up for their team? Or will Suits put this one away? Sarli does have the EMP. Luckily, the players that jumped in the B window did not have EMP, because then Pure would definitely be in a conundrum. That would be a very hard situation to come back from. But Cyber and Sarli are rotating around. Let's see what they do here. Swinging through these blue stairs, they're running outside this B wall. Foam's on the wall. Cryptic tries to swing and he's taken out by Sarli. But Solar gets the refrag. It's now 1v2. And Sarli takes out one. And then Ren is able to get the refrag. Good plays from both of these teams. But Suits takes it. They took map 1 7-2 and now they take factory 7-5. Good effort from both of these teams. But Suits able to win it. Good effort. Nova and Iced Over on Pure 14 and 10, 11 and 10. But on the Suits team, even though they didn't have a top frag like that, they were able to spread their kills around and play together, and they won that game. So honestly, the scores were a lot closer than what it actually seems. Very good game for both of these teams. I wonder if we're going to see a map 3. Let's see what they do here. It is up to them if they want to have a map 3, even though Suits has already won 2 rounds. See what we're doing here. Not sure what's going on. I don't know if they're playing a third. Let me actually text one of the players. Okay, let's see what's going on. Is this over? Are the players done for the day? Let's see. Seems like they're all just chilling around, waiting to get word if we are playing a third map or not. So let's see. It does seem like a vote is coming out, so it does look like we are going to be playing a third. Let's see what map we play this time. Pure did have one of their players leave, so I wonder who will be joining up to play. If you're new to the stream, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's try to get some new followers in here, and it looks like we're going to be going to Skyscraper. Maybe we are waiting for a fifth. We will see. I'm excited to see a third map, even though excuse me, even though Suits won both of these last maps, they have been close games. Sorry, hovering over that button. Will they start it? And they still don't have their fifth in. And they like to start it. Okay. So we are getting into a map 3 now, on to Skyscraper. Let's see what Pure can do this time. Suit is on the defense, Pure on the attack. Let's see what site we have. It is a bottom floor for the defense. Let's see how they hold this. Alright, let's see the buys we have. All Spectrals coming out from both teams here. Suit is holding down side except for Say. Say's actually playing outside bathroom off on the flank. We have a downstairs push. We actually have a 4-man push! Cryptic gets one, doesn't get the second, but they're swinging. Iced Over gets one. Spooter gets the refrag. Iced Over gets taken out by Spooter. Wow, that was a very fast push from Pure. And they were punished. Nova on the hatch, takes open the hatch. What would they do here? Suits does have EMP control, so they technically don't really need to hold this. But we will see. Nova's taken from the hatch. The AI is taken out. And Nova is up on the hatch. What will he do here in this 1v4? The odds are not in his favor right now. Let's see if he tries to push down these stairs. He takes out Say. Solar is also creeping down the stairs, and Nova takes out Solar. If he can take out Spooter here, he'll actually be at pretty much equal health advantage. I wonder if he's going to push down or not. Where'd he go? What? He's rotating over to the A hatch. Will he drop into A? He drops into A. And what will he do here? He doesn't have EMP, which is really not good for him. And he's running around. He's giving the audio cues that he's here. He's going to try to swing Rin, and he does! He does. He gets the pick. And just like that, it's a 1v1. Suits really kind of threw this one away. Nova, really good plays from Nova, and he's able to take it back for his team, and he just barely gets by. Spooderman doesn't get the shot that he needs. Spooter goes for the wallbang, doesn't get any hits. Spooter goes over to grab a new gun, and he gets the wallbang. He shoots him in the corner. Wow, he is absolutely baffled. Wow, okay. That was closer than it should have been for Suits. That was a lot closer. But nonetheless, Spooter clutches it up, gets a wallbang, and gets the kill. So he's played that really aggressive. Even after they got those early picks and they had the EMP down, they played away from the EMP and gave picks away. So it really shouldn't have been that close. But it was. It is A-okay though. Top floor right now. On the defense we have one Omen, an Oral, and 3 Spectrals. On the attack, we have a Viper, 2 Omens, 2 Spectral, so guns are about even. Sarli TK's Enzo. For his gun, I'd imagine, Solar and Cryptic are holding down Lounge. That drone, or that instant, excuse me, that grenade didn't get any hits, but Iceover does get some decent hits off on the Solar, and Solar's 1 health. And he trades guns smartly with Spooderman, because Spooderman does have the health advantage. Repelled on the lounge windows. They're waiting to jump in. Cryptic gets a little bit of damage taken off on him, but Iced Over also got a little bit of damage taken off onto him. Iced Over stop, a quarter health. Rin gets a pick off from the hallway. Doesn't pick off Sarli though. Spooter takes out Iced Over from the window. Spooter's really low on health, and then safe from the radio roam is able to take out Sarli. And now Nova is left in a 1v4 here. And Say gets a little too aggressive there, and he peeks out the bathroom window. Did he actually jump out? Yeah, he actually jumped out of the window, and he died. So Nova with an Omen. This is very winnable. The health at and he gives away his position. I don't know about the play right there. This is definitely winnable though for Nova if he can just get some good shots out and take his ones. If these players get aggressive, he could definitely bring this back. Nova crouch walking up these stairs. Let's see if the players will catch him or not. Cryptic staying close on the lounge door. Spooter close in the hallways playing with Solar. Who will see who first? Peeking into lounge, and then Cryptic is able to take out Nova with the oral on that lean peek. And Suits very low on health. They were all below 50, all below 35 actually. So that's pretty much one shot for everyone. But they're able to win the round. So now it is 2-0 for the Suits EXE team. Good defense coming out from this team. Taking a look at the buys on Suits, we have 1 Vezin, an Omen, actually 2 Vezins now. No, he bought an Oral instead. A Vezin, 2 Orals, a Viper, and an Omen. On the attack, we have a Vezin, a Cadillo for the first time, 2 Vipers, actually 3 Vipers. Pierce still only has 4 players. Enzo is still on the team running around. Probably won't get any picks because the bots in this game are not the best per se. Both trips are in bathrooms, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. They could play a very vital role in this. They might just bait Enzo and let Enzo walk in. Nades coming out, and Muncie takes out Solar. Where did Muncie just kill him from? Oh, Muncie through the window takes out Solar from the back of A. Enzo jumps into the hall. Spooter's actually going to see Enzo here in a second. He's going to be able to pick. Yep, he takes out, but Muncie off the bait. Well, there's actually a lot of stuff going on in the bathroom. Cryptic got 1, Say got 1, Nova got 1, and Muncie just got a pick off on the Spooderman. And now it's a 1v2. Muncie is healing up. Cryptic is upstairs, and he knows that, so he knows it's a 1v1 on site. What will Cryptic do? Cryptic is going for an A rotate. This is actually very smart on his part. If he can just get back in the site, that would be huge for his team. Jumps down in the lobby, so Muncie hears that. He actually hears the audio cue of Cryptic shooting as well. So Muncie grabs the EMP, rotates in the bathroom. He doesn't have the foam just yet. Let's see if he picks it up off of someone. Does not. And actually, there's nobody holding B. B is very free right now. Muncie quick peeking the vent. Say actually runs back into B, and he's holding the vent now. Doesn't have foam, so Muncie has to push through the vent, which is very unfortunate for him. Oh. Say holding from the booth. The second Muncie peeks this, he's dead, because he has to scan this whole room, but he's just not gonna have the time to shoot it. But Cryptic, while he's holding that, Cryptic is actually going on the flank. But oh my god, Muncie actually gets the pick, and he knows Cryptic's in bathroom. Muncie had the stem, and he's getting his health back up, so now he has the health advantage. And since the wall's not open, he knows Cryptic has to push from the vent, or he has to rotate, so that's time wasted. Muncie somehow takes over sight. And with the health advantage, now he knows where Cryptic is because the audio cue of him running around. We're going to see who shoots who first. Muncie has the health advantage, and Muncie gets the clutch. I did not expect that from Muncie. That seemed very improbable. That is a very improbable situation he put himself in, and somehow he won that round. Not only was the wall not even opened, but there was a player on the booth super far back, and Muncie had no clue where he was, so he had to scan that whole room, and he had the time to look over, get the headshot, get the pick, take over sight while Cryptic was on the flank. He had that stim, able to get up to 80 health while Cryptic was less than 50. And he was able to take sight, get EMP down. Very well played by Muncie to get Pure their first round of this third map. Very good plays coming out from Muncie here. Full buy coming out from this Pure team. 5 Vezins. Gun advantage is definitely in their favor right now. And we actually have a sub. Kiani from Complexity is subbing in for Pure. Suit only has 3 assault rifles. They have 2 Maruis and a Vezin. So gun advantage is in Pure's side. So let's see what kind of push they're doing here. Seems like a bit of an off meta. It might be going for an electrical push. Muncie and Nova both in the vent. Say is crouch walking into electrical. Will he look up to the vent? When Muncie drops, he might try to swing. Sarli actually gets a pick off on the Spooderman in the hallway. Sarli gets taken down to half health. Say rotates back in the side. Solar's off on the flank in lobby. What will happen here? Say gets a pick with an Omen, and he picks. Is he gonna pick up one of the guns? He hasn't picked up a gun yet, and he's taken out by Iced Over. Bit of a misplay, I think. Maybe he should have grabbed a gun and ran away, but ooh, Ren takes out one, but he's refragged by Kiani. Kiani's walking in the side. Kiani's in sight. Nova has the EMP. Will he plant? Yes, he is. Solar is coming on the flank. Someone needs to watch this flank. Cryptic from the A door is about to walk in. Craig peeks, and Kiani's close, but he's taken out by Cryptic. Cryptic gets one. Solar's off on the flank. It's a toast out. Cryptic gets a second, and now they have Nova pinched. What will they do here? They know he's in electrical. Nova's just playing for wall bangs, it seems. Shots coming out. Doesn't get any picks. Doesn't get any hits on the Nova. Cryptic is going for the EMP. The fuse. Nova takes out one, and he does not get the second. Good flick by Cryptic to win the round for his team. Gets the EMP diffused, and now, and now Suits goes up 3-1 on this third map. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Cryptic 7-2. Nice job, Spooderman 5-2. Good job from this. Excuse me. Good job from the Suits team, executing that very well together, and they were able to win that round. And once again, Pure just didn't have foam. I don't know if they just didn't buy foam or if foam just wasn't put on the wall, but they did not open up that electrical wall, which would have gave Nova a better chance to hold that, I think, to open up more angles for him to swing. Instead, he only had that door to swing from. Very unfortunate. And he's not able to clutch it up. Whoa, what do we got going on here? Cryptic giving Solar a bit of a smooch. Maybe he's just trying to give him that energy to play better. Solar's 0-3. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe Cryptic was trying to give him some of his superpowers. Oh, that's funny. No drone from this attack. That's very strange to see, especially on Skyscraper. Seems like they're just going to be pushing down these lounge stairs. Sarli, Nova, Kiani on the window holding lounge. Ren is on the flank, so this is where a drone really is needed here, because Ren could just come on the flank and take out Sarli. They're not even paying attention. Ren gets a pick off on the Sarli, runs back into radio, and Spooderman's also holding from the hallway, so he knows. Oh, well, what's going on here? Solar gets a little bit of damage taken out from Kiani. Nova's actually on the window. Iced Over from the flank, gets a 2-piece off on the Spooder, and Say. So now they pretty much have B control. Cryptic swinging. Ooh, L nade from. Doesn't get any hits, but Iced Over's actually pushing it up. And he gets the pick, even though he had the gun disadvantage. Picks up the Vezin. And now Solar left in a 1v1 after Kiani gets the pick off on the Rin. Wow, Pure taking control of sight. Solar gets one. Does not get the second, refragged by Nova. And Pure takes round 5 and makes it a 3-2 game. Still in favor of Suits, but Pure is crawling their way back. Whoops. Take a look at these buys on the defense. We have 3 Vezins, a Marui, and an Oral. On the attack, we have a Knut and 4 Vezins. So the guns are about evenly matched, other than the Knut and the Oral. So bit of a even round gun wise. So let's see who could win this. Will Purenade tied up going in the half or okay, what is going on over here? Okay. Maybe getting a little bit of a pump up before the round. Sarli's getting a little bit of the action going too with the Knut hot dog skin. And Nova's actually getting on the action too. Okay. Sweet. Off man a push, Spooderman holding the stairs, but he's shot at from ice. Didn't get any tags, but Spooderman wisely walks away because he's very pre-fireable. Muncie drops into the electrical hatch, or vent rather. They coming out, doesn't get any hits. Electrical is taking over Nova, and Nova's getting foam on the wall. Spooderman sitting close on the electrical door. Nova pops the wall. Spooderman still close on the breach. Let's see what they can do here. Spooderman swings but doesn't get the pick. Nova gets the headshot on the Spooder. Muncie and Nova taking control of this B side. Muncie gets one. Muncie does not get a second. Taking out Kiani from the flank. Takes out one. Ren is very low on health. It's now a 2v2. Cryptic takes out Sarli, and now Kiani in sight in a 1v2. And he's taken out by Ren off on the quick peek. Good shots from Ren right there, and Suits is going into the half up 4-2. If you're new to the stream, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get some new followers here. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying these casts. Any feedback is also welcome. I'd love to hear what I could do better. And let's hold on, give me 2 seconds. Whoops. Wonder who won this. Okay. Alright, back to the stream. Let me click onto this. Okay. Alright, we're back. Pistol round. Sarli is buying a Taurus. Oh, I gotta switch the names actually. Before I forget, let me switch. Suit, XP, and what is this team? Pure. Oh no, I'm missing stuff. Muncie gets a pick off on the Solar. Bit of damage comes out though. Muncie and Sarli both pretty much half health. Let's see. Cryptic upstairs in lounge. Will he see Kiani here? Kiani crouch walking by the top of the stairs. He's about to swing the left side of the door, and Cryptic was not ready. Kiani takes out Cryptic. Off on the flank. Spooder from still gets a 2-piece off on the Muncie and ice over, and they're walking in the side. Spooder gets a third, taken out by Nova. Nova gets a 2-piece off on the Ren and Spooder, and it's now a 2v1 in favor of Pure. EMP's in sight. Nova has EMPs, telling Kiani, hey, don't push, we have EMP. Stay is taken out by Kiani. Very good roaming right here. Very good plays from Kiani and Nova to hold down the site, even though there were a decent amount of picks. Spooder actually got 3, I believe, 2 or 3, but Pure didn't let it get to their head, and they kept the noise out, and they were able to clutch that round. Even though they're still down, they're still clawing their way back. They're keeping it close, which I love to see. Let's see the buys. We actually have 2 Canutt buys on the defense. Sarli and Iced Over. Both with Canuts. I wonder if they play this hallway aggressive, because it seems like it is going to be a lobby take. If it is a lobby take, Sarli is upstairs, but he doesn't have a ranged gun. He still has that Canutt. Well, he's actually going to jump onto the plant, I think. Yep, he jumps onto the plant. He's about to get gunned down. He's about to get absolutely gunned down. He tosses a nade, and he gets 2! S-tier frag. He got a 2-for-1 special. And then Muncie gets a pick over the Solar. Solar was running in the hallway with his gun down, and he also had EMP. Wow. It is now 4-2 in favor of Pure. Ice gets a pick with the Canutt, but refragged quickly by Cryptic. It's now a 3v1. Cryptic is all by himself out in courtyard. He doesn't have EMP. So Pure can just sit out in this hallway and hold it. What will they do? Will they get aggressive? Cryptic coming from the bathroom hallway. Nova is sprinting, so Cryptic does hear the audio cue of him running around. Cryptic made a little bit of noise, and now he's sprinting, throws an instant, and he gets a pick off on the Nova. Kiani close, but can't swing because of the instant. Cryptic elects to crouch walk into sight, and he's sprinting. He needs to maybe crouch over so they don't hear him coming. He still has time. He has 1:20 on the clock. That's enough time to walk over there. What will he do? He's crouch walking over. He's at 67 health. He's going against a Canutt and a Vezin, so he doesn't have the gun advantage. But he does have a little more health than Muncie. But Muncie is close with a Canutt. And they're actually holding both ways. So whoever dies, the other person should be able to get the refrag. And Nate comes out, gets a bit of damage onto Muncie. Muncie gets down to 12 health, but he has a Canutt! And it doesn't matter because Kiani gets the kill, but Muncie executes his own teammate. A bit of a war crime here, but it is now tied up 4-4. Mr. Nice Guy in the chat, eating Fruity Pebbles by watching. You can do better by putting a face cam. I don't even know where I would put a face cam at. Maybe I could put one on top of... Actually, hold on. This would actually be a good spot for... I actually think I do have a face cam as well. But I don't have like a light or anything. I could do a face cam, Nice Guy. I really could. I could put one up. Do we want to see a face cam coming out? Is that the play? I would have to get like a streamer light though, so I can have more light in my room because it's kind of dark in here. But I could put up a face cam. I'm thinking maybe right here on my desk on the left side. I could. Yeah, I mean that's possible. I'm thinking about it. I could definitely set that up. Anyways, going into this. Oh my gosh, Sarli with the Canutt. He picks out one and he doesn't get the second. He actually has a nade on his body, and he gets more than half health off on Solar. He gets a 1-for-1 and he takes a little bit of health on the Solar. Iced Over is on these red stairs right outside the lounge. Will he get a pick from these players pushing through lounge, holding with an oral? I don't see any droning from these Suits players, so they're having players die unnecessarily. Like they're giving bodies too fast. He just foamed this. They're pushing the wrong site. What? Unless that was just a play to go downstairs. Maybe. Solar and Say downstairs. They're about to walk into Kiani. Kiani has his gun down and he's crouch walking up the stairs. Ice Over takes sprint, but refragged by Cryptic. Solar gets another pick off on the ice on the or whoever that was. Solar got a pick onto the stairs, and it's now a 3v2 in favor of Suits. Muncie holding a lean peek, and he gets one through Radio Hall. It's now a 2v2 with about equal health, slightly in the favor of Pure. Will we see a radio take? Muncie might be peeking the hallway here soon. Let's see what he does. Seems like Suits is taking over radio. A little bit of audio from Solar, so now Nova knows that they are in radio. Do either of these players have foam? Solar does have foam. He will be putting it on the wall, but Muncie's going on the flank. Muncie off on the flank. Will he see either of these players? He doesn't see one. Say takes out one. And Muncie gets the clutch! Muncie off on the flank even though he had 20 health. He was able to take out both players. Not watching their backs. Muncie, great play. Once again, Muncie is showing out. 10 and 5 on the leaderboard. Right behind him, Nova. 10 and 7. And Pure, for I think the first time in a while, they have a lead. Nice. They might be able to win this third map. Let's see. Bit of a, we have two players on the roam from this Pure NA team. Sarli out in the broadcast hallway, and Iceover sitting in radius. I wonder what kind of a push we're gonna see. Seems like a bit of a split push. We have Cryptic and Spooderman pushing in through red outside of electrical. They might catch Sarli once again has the Knut. I don't think Suits was droning either. If they don't check their corners, Sarli could get another two-piece. Oh. Solar gets a pick off on the Nova. Cryptic and Spooder walking in the broadcast. Iceover's about to run into him. Iceover takes out one. He has a Knut with it. Oh, he didn't have a Suinade. Cryptic takes out one. And they'll just get a 1-for-1. Sarli's still playing on the hallway with the Knut. He doesn't get any hits. And he's taken out by Say from a wall bank. Muncie takes out Ren. And it's now a 3v2 in favor of Suits. Muncie by himself in sight while Kiani is on the flank. Muncie gets a pick off on the Cryptic and he keeps pre-firing in case Say swings, but he didn't. Kiani is going on the flank and they are not looking at all. He's gonna get 1 and 2 and he gets the 2K. And Kiani once again off on the flank. He's playing the flanks very well, not making any noise. That was a great play by Kiani. Good job, dude. And Kiani puts the Pure NA team up 6-4. Maybe Kiani was the missing piece that this Pure NA team needed. Seems like he's been getting these picks that they need. And Pure is on match point. Pure also had someone leave the match. I'm not sure who exactly won or left. Let's see. It was Iceover. Iceover left on Pure, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, Iceover left. So I wonder if he'll be joining back or if his headset died maybe. We will see. Full buys coming from both teams because it is match point for Pure. Suits has to win this round to keep themselves alive. 4 Vezins coming out from Suits with an Oral. They actually have the gun advantage, even though Pure just won the last round. Pure has 3 Vezins, a Knut from Sarli. Sarli is really enjoying using that Knut. And it seems like we're having a fast A push. Swinging in through the window. Muncie rotates over fast. Foam is going down on the wall. And A is open. A is taken out, but Muncie takes out Solar. EMP's on the ground after he died. Cryptic. Ooh, Spooder's taken out by Nova. Cryptic is getting the EMP down. Seems like Sarli's going off on the flank. He's going to drop down lobby maybe. Cryptic maybe watching the flank. Cryptic, here's the audio drop. And he hears Sarli, Kiani, both together. Nova actually from the backside is able to get 1, get 2. And then Nova with the clutch. And Pure NA wins map 3. Good job from Pure. That was a very good retake. Kiani and Sarli pushing together, dropping main lobby, and taking off that backside. Nova pushing in through the B site into A, into the little newsroom. Was able to get picks. That was a very good pinch. Nice guy in the chat. I did not know you were good at casting. Let me know. Just give me some feedback because I feel like I'm doing a good job. You know, I feel like I'm doing good. I'm having a good time. It's really fun, especially when you have two competitive teams like this going at it. It's very fun to watch. So good job from both teams. That is a map 3. I'm a little tired, so I think I'm going to be done with the casting for today. 3 fun matches from both of these teams. Good job from Pure to at least win one game. Take a look at this final leaderboard. Nova, Muncie on top of the leaderboards, 14-8, 13-6. On top of the Suits leaderboard, Cryptic and Spooderman, 13-8, 10-9. Good job from both these teams. That was a very fun cast. Good job to both of these teams. Very fun matchup. It was awesome to watch both these teams go at it. I am your host, Juice, and that was Pyrenees versus Suit EXE. I am glad you are all here to watch this. I hope you're all having a blessed night. And the final score was Suits winning 2 maps and Pure winning the final. So, good job from both these teams. Good games. And I will be signing off. Adios, everybody. And good night.